Awesome. And once again, we're back on YouTube and talking Tigers baseball. We're back and better than ever. Took a 1 week hiatus, but we are back. Um, I'd like to. I'm going to send this out as a precursor because next week I won't. I might not be. We might not be doing a show next week. It all depends on our fearless leader. But shout out to my daughter Mercedes. She is going to be graduating next week uh, from high school and be going on to college. So um, congratulations in advance for Miss Mercedes. Love you very much. Um, I'm so I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done throughout your years. You've grown up and been grown up into such a beautiful young lady. So congratulations.
With saying all that, welcome adulthood.
Welcome to adulthood. Absolutely. Welcome to adulthood. Yep.
Chris was all trying to keep it cute and everything. Yeah, we don't want to hear that. Welcome to adulthood. No, congratulations though.
Yep. Yep. And then early June, she gets ready to go to she gets to go to Europe for 10 days. So woohoo! All right, let's talk some Tigers baseball. Let's begin with the Tigers versus the Blue Jays series, which was about like a week and a half ago. Um, the Tigers did a very good job against the Blue Jays. They played really well. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I just had to look back because that's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we played really well, man. I forgot who was hot in that series. Uh, but I will talk about this guy. Um, Joe, man, he's
We're gonna
that
talk
was
about we're gonna talk about him.
uh, yeah, I thought we did pretty good. I mean, that's a series you want to win, right? Because I always say it. You can't always look at the records. I mean, they're 25-25. Um,
They got some good baseball players. That's why.
but yeah, I thought that was a good series win.
Yeah, Green and Torque and Glaber Torres was really good. That's when Dirk. That's when Dylan Dingler was starting to hit his stride. But we'll talk about him later as well. Um, yep, we did really well in that series. That was a statement series for us. Even after we had a good Boston series, that was a good rebound. I thought maybe we would have been a little lackluster, but we didn't, and we had a good back bounce series, a bounce back series. Played really well. I like the fact of what we did. So we kept we kept it low scoring, and they kept us low scoring. They were very very close games. They were all 1 run games. So shows how much we can still play, even though we only play in 1 run games. The next series we had was the Cardinals. They came into town. I thought we were going to get our butt whipped. In that first game, I thought we were because we lost 11-4. So I thought we were going to have a real tough series, but we came around.
Yeah, that first game was
Yeah, that was
that
rough.
was a dud.
Yep.
That was a Montero game.
Yes, it was.
Well, he didn't start, but he came in after. But man,
he came. I mean, Gunther came in and did nothing. Like, which is the reason why he's in the back in the minors. But yeah, he came in and pitched like it felt like he only pitched 1 pitch, and then he got sent to the dressing room.
but really, he didn't do too bad. I mean, it was a third of an inning, 3 hits, but he only gave up 1 run. But Montero, man, he is so frustrating to me because man, like he's got the stuff, but he's not consistent at all.
I know.
You know, like
Up and down, up and down.
yeah, like he's got major league stuff. He just he don't have major league control.
Yeah,
And there's a difference, right?
Yeah,
You know, this is the big leagues. You know, so it goes the same for like Schoolboy, Job, Skeens. I'm just naming power pitchers, right?
yeah.
So your fastball will ride you through the minors, right? You get to the big leagues, you got to learn how to pitch.
Yeah.
You know, Schoolboy said that, right? He gave up 35 home runs his first full year pitch starting. He said, and that was what he said. You know, my fastball got me through the minors. Shit, I get up to the big league, now I got to learn how to pitch. So the same thing is said for control. Like, these guys ain't swinging at everything like they are in the minors, Chris.
Yep.
You know, they're going to work counts and, you know, shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you gotta learn how to, you know, control your shit. And when you know, and I've always said this too, right? Because even your stars, Schoolboy, Maddox, Randy, you know, I can go on and on and on and on, right? Like, even when you do, like, to me, I really like a pitcher, you know, Verlander even, like, I'm not, yeah, you're getting judged on when you have your stuff. Okay, fair enough. But to me, what are you doing when you don't have your best stuff?
Yep.
That to me, Chris, is more impressive than when you have your stuff working. Does that make sense?
Well, it does because you have to be able to think on the fly. You can't all of a sudden it's not working. So now what do you do? So now your supporting pitches have got to get you through the game, not just your be all end all.
Right.
The only guy on the team that I really feel sorry for if their main pitch goes is Cale Hill. Because
Canley?
Or Kaylee, yeah, his freaking changeup. If he loses his changeup, yeah, his night's probably done.
Yeah, we watched one of those games, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We saw that game. That was rough.
Yeah,
rough.
he didn't have his changeup, and it was through, buddy. When you don't have your only pitch, yeah, it's gonna be a long night, Chris.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a really long night. You gotta be humming along with that puppy.
But yeah, you know, so like that to me is the impressive shit. You know, what are you gonna do? And that's where Montero has, like, when you don't have your control or when you're not like striking out guys, like, how can I still get contact? How can I still get out? You know what I mean? Like, tonight's not going to be easy. So, but I still got to kill innings. You know, how am I going to get through? And that's where he's got to work on, right? Like, we've seen Reese Olson go through the same thing, right? So that's where Montero's at, in my opinion, in his development.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, he's a little he's like I looked at his stats. Like he pitched one game where he pitched 8 innings and gave up only 1 run, but then he pitched another game where he gave up 4 runs in like 4 or 5 innings. So it just depends. Like he's all over the place. So hopefully he'll round out to be somewhere in between all that. You know, if he gives up 3 in like 6 innings, that's cool. He can be that starting pitcher. But yeah, and now we start playing like Cleveland now, and we've had 2 really not so good games to start the series, and that gets us to our next one, our recent offensive slump. Like, so, I mean, we're doing good tonight. Game 3, we've already got 3 runs on the board, which is cool. But those first 2 games, not so hot. They didn't look good. They shut us down. We only scored 1 run in 2 games against the Guardians. Their pitching staff has been really good.
Oh, their bullpen is fantastic, bro.
Yeah, they're rough.
And Cleveland is our kryptonite, bro.
I know, so much so.
And poor Matt Vierling. You haven't played MLB
I know.
all year. You come in.
You're like,
100, 100.
Come on in. Come on in. Get your first plate appearance. And oh, by the way, you're playing the best closer in baseball. Thank you. Have a good day.
My first at bat of the year, right? Like, gosh, damn.
Yeah.
Like
introducing
Emmanuel
Clase.
That is rough.
That is very rough. Poor guy. But
and not only is it 100, those are cutters.
Yeah, I know. All
right, McKinstry, bases loaded. Come on.
Let's go.
And guess who's up with bases loaded?
Yep. Go figure. At least Clase's not in. That would have just been the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back.
He had a 2-run single though, so
don't say anything. Well, you're gonna say something. You can't.
I won't. I'll say
you can't help it. You can't. You can't help it.
But yeah, so I mean, it's tough, but you're eventually gonna have to come through on this team, man.
Yeah, I agree with Baker. I agree with.
You remember the Pistons in the early 2000s when we kept losing to New Jersey?
Yeah, I think so.
And then finally we beat them, and that was the Pistons' kryptonite, bro.
Everybody's got a team. Everybody's got a team where you're just like believe it or not, I might have to go back and look at the stats. I think we actually play well against the Yankees. I think we are like a nagging itch for the Yankees. Even when we were bad, I think we were always in the games. They never put us away. I think we were always a nag for them. But I'm just waiting to see what happens here. I know you're like ahead of the game, but damn it. The problem is that my phone's going to pop up. But I agree with Baker here. He's right. Like, these are the games that you want to put your foot down on, is the ones in the division.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
bummer. Oh well. We didn't get any runs.
Nope. See, and I didn't say nothing.
No, you didn't. You did not.
But another thing though too is we got a couple nagging injuries, It's nothing to put our guys out.
Yeah.
But that's why McKinstry and Riley. And that's the thing that frustrates me about Riley, man, is, and AJ kind of put it out there, right? He said, Riley always just seems to kind of have something that's just ready to flare up, basically,
So I'll skip topics and we'll go into that one, seeing how you brought it up.
My bad.
No, it's okay. We can just go right in, because that goes into the next. I can just switch the topics around. It's not a big deal. That goes into that topic, because that's the issue, is like we can't, like, the slumps here. So could that be part of the slump though? Is like just a nagging injury, like a player wants to stay in the lineup, and so let's say he goes 1 for 4 with 2 Ks or whatnot. Is it because he's a little bit injured, but he doesn't want to show it because he's freaking wants to stay in the lineup? Like, that could be an issue.
Yeah, because this team has proven, right, like, we're like we have some good guys, and if you look at our, like, the leaderboards, like, we got several guys in there, right? Mm-hmm. But like, this team is based off of depth, right? like
Yep.
on both sides. So look at Jake Rogers. Like he was never lighting it up for say, right? But like pretty good defensive catcher. He's had 20 home runs. He's got some power in his bat. Fuck, he gets injured. You come back. Guess what happened? You lost your spot. You're not the number one guy. Oh, guess what? You're not even going to be Scooble's designated catcher anymore.
Well, shoot, Nito was playing better than Jake Rogers was. He wasn't hitting for power, but he was hitting for average and getting on base. And Nito's back in, I think Nito's back in the minors. But that's the thing is like you come up when somebody, that's the thing. And we've said this before on past shows is like, even if you only get one start where you get like 4 at-bats, you got to take advantage of them. If not, you're back on the bench again. It's going to be rough.
I asked this in the chat the other day, and I was like, does Rogers lose his starting, the number one, the number one catching spot? Mike was like, I don't think so, but I think Dingler earned it. Oh, well, no, he did lose it, and like
Dingler,
can you blame it?
Dingler's been on fire, which we will
talk about. And his defense is still good.
Yep. Now, he's not Jake Rogers. Like, Jake Rogers' defense and framing is going to be better, but Dylan Dingler is getting there. He's young, so he's going to eventually get there.
But I think there's like a metric about like arm speed or something. The second, like, he's got a good arm.
Yeah, so his arm's really good. It's that framing. He still has to get good at framing, and that's right. Not there yet at.
But where his offense is and where his defense does not give you the liability to lose a spot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's at this point right now, his offense and defense is high enough where, like, if you were to compare him and Rogers' framing is higher than his, but everything else is Dylan Dingler, to be honest. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, and then how, like, Parker is going to be the starting job when he comes back, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to – I don't think he's going to have a big leash because of what Baez has done.
Yeah. You know what? You know what they're going to do is I think what they're going to do is they're going to play Baez in center field, and they're going to put I have a feeling they're going to put Parker Meadows at DH for a little while until he gets into the game. And then they'll put him in center field after that. Who knows? Maybe he'll play a different position and they'll keep Baez in the center. Who knows?
I mean,
and then you still got Perez. And then you got Perez. Perez will be back soon. Like he's already been in the lineup in the minors. So what's Perez going to do? And I mean,
you got Veerling that just came back.
Yeah, like,
and McKinstry's been playing pretty well. Like. Yeah. It's the guy. It's funny, right? The guys that we talked about in the beginning of the year that, Baez, Torque, McKinstry, like, where are they going to be? How do they fit on this team? Well, because of injuries, they had to play. And, oh, look.
Yep. And what the funny thing is a lot of the players, like we were talking about, players – don't play as well as they did last year. Cole Keith's been in a slump. Torque's been in a slump. Like even freaking what's his name? Trey Sweeney's had his slumps. Like these guys are not gonna bat like they did last year. But the cool thing is they've all been like taking up for each other. When one's in a slump, the other one isn't. Like they've been getting by with good scoring at the right time.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna have slumps in baseball. I mean, that's just.
Even the pitchers, which I know everybody likes to win, but occasionally we're going to lose. We're going to lose. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
What was it? Okay, so Sparky Anderson, great former Tigers manager, said this. You're going to win 60 games. You're going to lose 60 games. It's the other, It's the other 42 games that make the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's and it's any sport, right? Like, a quarterback. There's going to be games he don't look so hot. In basketball, there's going to be games where you're not shooting the lights out. I mean, it happens, right? Like, it is what it is. Steph Curry don't go 5 for 10 every damn game shooting threes.
That's
it's
true.
just, what are you going to do the majority?
Even Caitlin Clark went 0 for 5 yesterday. Their team still won, but she was 0 for 5 from 3. Like, it's anybody can. I had to throw the Caitlin Clark reference in because we've never mentioned her, but had to throw her in there.
But it's but see, so that's why I'm big on guys who what can you do if your main strength is not working? Yep. Like Malik Beasley, right? That's why I'm off to meet Malik Beasley train, because if you're not hitting your shot.
Well, he's a great regular season 3-point shooter, but how good is he in the playoffs?
Right, and you don't play no defense. So if you're not hitting your shot and you're not taking it to the hole or posting up, like, you're no good.
Yeah.
So if all you can do is hit home runs and you're not hitting home runs, like, what can you do? Hey, at least play good defense or shit. At least get on base, right?
Yeah.
At least have good at bats. Like, that's the same thing that's one thing I could say about Jahan, right? Or a Colt Keith. Like, at least they can get good at bats. At least they can get walks. Like, their on base percentage is really good.
Yeah.
Everything else is kind of struck, right? But like, at the same time, where we are at as a team, like, that's not good enough no more, right? Like, Chase Young, he had good at bats, he got walks, but you couldn't do nothing else. And there was other guys that were outperforming you, right? You could put Baez at third, you could put Andy Ibanez at third, you could put McKinstry at third. Oh, guess what? We got Vierling coming. You know what I mean? Like, buddy, like,
that's going to be
irreplaceable.
That's going to be the big juggle, though, for when all our players come back healthy. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that we're going to have at least one injured player that will end up happening. But when we're fully healthy, like, it's going to be AJ Hinch is going to have his work cut out for him, because he's going to have to put players in that, I mean, obviously it's pitcher based, but he's going to have to put players in that that may not be on a hot. The one thing I don't like is when a player's like doing well and you got to rest him because he's just getting, because sometimes players like to keep that rhythm going. That's why Dylan Dingler's not playing tonight. I wish he would have, because he's hitting well. So I wish he would have still played, but they had to get Jake Rogers in to get some time behind the plate. It's like, how do you fit all this in like a puzzle,
Right. Or that's like, especially for like a catcher, right? So you play tonight and you kill it. You go 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs, just throwing out something random, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're not playing tomorrow because catchers hardly ever catch a day game after a night game. I mean, that's old school, right? Like,
yeah.
So like, damn, you're going to sit even though you're coming off a hot game. I mean, you can go 10 for 10, but you play a day game unless they put you at DH. That might happen. But then now you're running into some other problems. But if your catcher gets hurt, now you got pitch, you just, now you got to manage the game like an old NL game, right? Like, so
it's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be weird. Now the good thing is we got a lot of versatility on the team, so they can play different positions. A lot of them, so that works to our advantage. The only thing is what's the one thing we don't have enough of? You said it last year, right-handed bats, right?
Yeah.
So
that's why it was so big for me, like for Baez, right? And like, I can't say it enough. Like, how big on him where you had such a hole in center field because your top 3 center fielders all got hurt at once. Meadows, Perez, and Vierling.
Yep.
And you had Kreidler, who was absolutely bullshit.
Yep.
So, for Baez to say, hey, like I kind of need to get in the lineup, I'll do it. And not only has he done it, but he's hit well. His defense, to me, Chris, if I told you to watch a game and you knew nothing about Baez, chances are you would probably think he played there his whole life, right?
Yeah. He did say, though, that he's always loved playing center field. I do believe that when he was younger, he played center field. But and I don't mean in the minors. I mean like when he was in like high school or whatever. He said he likes playing center field, believe it or not.
Yeah, he just never played. But I mean, it's a lot different, right? The ballparks are bigger. Like you're older.
Usually you put your speed guys in center field because they can cover a lot of distance. But yeah, I mean, for him to be able to play it like he has been is just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, they really haven't lost too much. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because center field, that's your captain.
Yep.
And the outfield, like
it's just such
to cover the most.
I've played center field before. It is a lot of area to cover. It is big. There's a lot of responsibility playing center field.
So I mean, he's done well, and I mean they've because I thought we were in trouble. I ain't gonna lie. When you have 3 outfielders that were expected to be major players, I was like, sheesh.
Yeah.
And 2 of them, well, one Perez is a switch hitter, Vierling's a right-hander, but whatever. Both, 2 right-handers, which we were like thin at, right? I was like, oh my gosh, here we go.
Yeah.
But they've done, pretty well.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hey, let's move on to our final like negative, I guess, negative thing. And it continues to happen. I just don't get it. Like he has moments where like he'll get through 3. I'm not talking these like Kent Maeda where he gets through 3 innings and he's fine. But he is Jack Flaherty, man. I don't know, like he can't find his control. I mean, he's doing well through 3 innings, and then after that, he starts to go off the rails a little bit. I just don't like. I don't know what's up with him.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to see something here. Okay, yeah. No, he did all right. His last game versus the Guardians.
He was all right.
6 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. That's not horrible.
No, it's not. It's still. But what is his last 2 or 3 games prior to that, though? It's like
Yeah, it was. That because it was 5 2/3 before they hand, but he only gave up 2 runs. But then it was 3 innings. He gave up 5. 5 2/3. He gave up 5. 5 innings. He gave up 4.
Yeah.
So
once if it's like 3 innings and 3 runs, that's not good. Even to be honest, even 5 runs in 3 innings is bad because you pitched a complete game. You'd almost be at a 5 ERA. Like that's still not good.
So with the home run ball, he's given up 11.
Yeah.
He's got 10 starts. He's got 53 innings. So like basically 5 innings a start, really.
Yeah. How many runs? What's his ERA? I didn't see that.
4.39. Not horrible. Not great.
I actually think that's league average. I think 4.44. I think 4.40 is I think that's the league average is 4.40. I could be wrong.
You want to be below, you want to be in the 3s, but 4.39, I'm not ready to send you down to the minors.
Well, I mean, I'm not worried. Like if all of a sudden he starts giving up like 5-6 runs on 3 innings, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna have.
Oh yeah,
but
he's got
I
64 strikeouts, 18 walks. I mean,
if you really think about it right now, you're looking at Jack as our third or fourth starter now, based on how he's pitching. Because you'd have Skubal and Mize, and then you'd have Job, and then probably him.
Well, I don't know. Olson's been doing pretty well too before he got injured, Chris.
That's true. So he might be our worst starter, but I'm just saying, that's not bad.
I'll say if you're my worst starter, we're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. I
could always bring Kenta Maeda back for you.
Yeah, he could stay where he's probably sipping on a margarita somewhere. But
yeah, because Olson has 9 starts, 4-3, 2.96 ERA, 48 2/3, 51 strikeouts, 18 walks.
Yeah.
So
Flaherty's. He's still got a high Ks per 9, which is really cool. He's still almost at 11 Ks per 9 innings, which is really good. But he got to back off on those home runs, though, man. That's what's killing him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's nearly double the second pitcher on the team. So in terms of home runs.
But I've noticed that with quite a few of our starters, right? Even Skubal at times. That was his, for the last start, is like they'll be moseying along and then they hit the damn 4th, 5th, 6th inning, and it's just like,
well, if you're in the 5th or 6th and they give up a home run and there's nobody on, 1 run's not that bad. I'm not worried about that.
No, but I'm saying a lot of pitches and just high stress innings. You could pitch 5 innings of good ball, then you go in the 6th inning, you give up 4 runs. Well, that comes not such a good start now.
Yeah, exactly. No, I absolutely agree. I'm looking at I'm trying to look at the pitch count right now. PS. Why aren't they keeping Job's pitch count? That's weird. Anyway. But yeah, so out of all the pitchers, I think the reason why they saying he's struggling is because all the other starting pitchers are just doing really good. That's why. And so that's how you see it. And that's our strength, though, is our pitching staff. That's.
So from all right, I'll tackle this like this, okay? So coming the year, he was penciled in as your number 2 starter, right?
Yep.
Well, with the way Olson has pitched, with the way Mize have pitched, yeah, he's probably not the number 2, if you go into a playoff situation, right? But so from that standpoint, okay, I could see, but it's still not horrible. I do want to see him start to improve, but I don't think I'm really concerned.
I want to at least see him let's say his next outing, the next outing he has, I need him to pitch 6 innings and give up 2 runs. I want to see him get there like that. But I don't know. I want to see enough. It's not like he's not going to be when we make the playoffs. It's not like he's not going to be on our playoff roster, because he's going to be. But it's just I want to see more consistency out of him. I need him to little improvements. Let's say he goes to the 5th inning, he's got 2 runs, and they get him to 5 2/3, and they take him out so he can get the win. Cool, I'm good with that. 2 runs, 5 2/3, I'll accept that. But I need him to get there. Try to get him to the 2s so we can see more consistency. But we'll see. Now on to all the good stuff. Players getting healthy. Everybody's coming back now. Everybody's starting to come back now. We got Jake Rogers that just started tonight. We got freaking Matt Vierling. We got freaking who else? Parker Meadows, I think, played in a minor league stint, and so did Winslow Perez. We got a buttload of players getting healthy now.
Woo. Yeah, you got Perez, and heck, it looked like he got hurt, but he's been back in the lineup. So, hey, help is on the way, right? Like, so
It is.
we're good. Jake Rogers just came back. But hell, like you said earlier, Jake went down, but Naito came up and he didn't embarrass himself.
No, he did just fine. I mean, like I said, you got a lot of players coming back from injury, and there's going to be a lot of tossing. If he wouldn't have double clutched on that throw to first base, he'd have been out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still close, though.
It was still close. I wish if he wouldn't have just that double clutch would have been a good one. Would have gotten out of
Well, it all started. Sweeney didn't get it quite cleanly either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
In baseball, I mean,
it's a game of inches.
It's a big difference.
It's a game of inches, man. It's a game of inches. Yeah.
Now we got fucking Ramirez up. God, I hate this guy. I don't hate him.
Kwan and Ramirez, man. I don't like Ramirez because he's just got that that look on his face, man. Like you want to punch him.
I think he's one of the most underrated players in the game.
He's really good. He's a really good player.
He is, but he does not get talked about.
Yeah. Well, you got too many players in baseball that have a name for themselves, so people got to talk about them.
I mean, because he plays solid third base. He hits for average, power. Gets stolen bases. Like there's nothing really he can't do on a ball field.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like I've always thought, and look at his numbers. I'm doing pretty respectable.
I'm looking at his. I didn't realize he's been in the league that long. He's been in.
But they talk about Lindor. They talk about Judge. They talk about Ohtani. They talk about Tucker. Like
the dude's got
about Witt. They don't talk about Ramirez a lot.
He's got a career 280 batting average. It's actually pretty damn good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. Outside of one anomaly year where he batted 219, he's really consistent. Like his consistency is so good. He bats besides that 1 year, his lowest average is 262 and his highest average, not counting his first year because he didn't even play, is like 318. Like he's really consistent right in that little bar. He plays really well.
Yeah, I like him as a player.
He steals bases too. He steals bases.
I just don't like him versus us. Like when he faces us, it's like facing Judge. Like right, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's this? He puts that fear in me.
He's got home run power. He can steal bases, and I'm not saying he's a speed demon. He's just he can steal some bases. He can get anywhere from 20 to 30 stolen bases each year. That's good. Like
doubles, triples.
Yeah, he's good. He's good at a lot of stuff. He's not great at anything. He's not poor at anything. He's just really good at a lot of stuff.
And he's never struck out more than 87 times in a year.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's really good.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing he can't do on a ball field.
Yep.
But yet, when people talk about best players in the league, they don't talk about Devers. They talk about all two. They don't ever talk about Ramirez, but he's right up there.
Yep. He is. I was trying to look at his bat defense, fielding, like how good.
Come on, Torres, you've been in a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, he's defensively, he's played third. He's more often a third baseman than anything. But early in his year, he played second. He played short. He played left field. He even played a little bit of right field too, I think. Yep. So he's played a lot of places. But I mean, predominantly he's a third baseman or DH. So, but yeah, he played pretty well.
AJ Hinch is 20 games away from being 500 as a Detroit manager.
That's cool.
They just showed a stat. He's like 340 and 360.
We might get that this year.
Hopefully.
Be nice. Yeah, now it just popped up on my screen. So, yeah. Yep.
Hey, and shout out to AJ Hinch for coming in and, after that BS and,
Yeah.
Houston and coming to a shitty Tigers team and proving like you're just a good manager. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike Tom Brady, who couldn't prove. Unlike Tom Brady, let's go to a. Didn't you see what? Who was it? Who was it that it was a comedian? Who was it? The little guy. I can't
Kevin
remember.
Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. They were on a Zoom call and Tom Brady. He's like, hey, why don't you go to like the Detroit Lions? Try to. If you're so good, go to the Detroit Lions. And all he could do was laugh. It's like that's right. It's hard to go to a team that doesn't have a lot. Good job, Keith. Nice running it out.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry, but I had to go throw a pizza in the oven real quick.
That's okay.
I've been waiting to do it.
Well, we can move on to the Jackson Jobe stuff. You were talking about it earlier. He's been cruising along pretty nicely too.
Oh, I've been impressed with his last 3 outings.
Yeah.
I thought he did well yesterday. I mean, he started a little rough, right? Like the first inning.
Yep.
But he settled in. There's still like a lot of pitches. But man, Chris, you can't deny it. That kid's got the stuff, dude.
Yeah.
You know. And once he gets that, because did you know that he just started throwing that curve?
Yeah, I heard.
So he don't even like throw it a bunch.
Yep.
But it's nasty pitch. So once he gets that down, oh man, he's because hold on, I'm gonna look up something from yesterday, right?
Yeah. If he didn't have a bad game against Colorado, he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. He'd have 5 or 6 games of pretty good baseball,
Yeah, but ever since that Colorado game, he has been good. Even the game, he had 5 walks, but he had 7 strikes. I thought that was a good game. The walks were low, but they didn't hurt him. But his walks are starting to go down. Like yesterday, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks.
Yep.
He threw 53 strikes, 36 balls. Breakdown. Fastball, he threw it 34% of the time. He averaged 96 miles an hour. Slider, he threw 29% of the time. Averaged 89 miles an hour. The changeup, which is really good, he threw 27%. And that's 86. And then that curveball, he actually threw it 10% for 83 miles an hour. So, I mean, once he gets that's 4 solid pitches, man. That's really good for a starter in major leagues.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at his stats right now. I mean, the cool thing is they keep him right at that like 100 pitch count. So it's like 89. So his last game he pitched 89 pitches. The previous one was 90, and then 100 with that one against Boston where we just annihilated Boston. And then at 87. So they're keeping him a good pitch count, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he's about the 85 to the high 100. So he's like 85, 90.
Yeah.
But once he gets the control down, Chris, like in that curveball, because he throws that high fast, that high heater, and that curve is like a 12 to 6. Man, that's going to be a nasty pitch, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to think that fastball, bam.
Yeah.
And that changeup. So if you think about it, the Tigers, You can call us the Detroit change-ups, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Louisville has a great change-up. Canley only throws a change-up. Like Chris Fetter will show you a good change-up.
Yeah. The funny thing is that with the changeup, man, the changeup with the changeup you can change the speed, you can change the location. That's what makes it so hard. It's just you have to be so good with it.
Well, and they were showing yesterday, his is almost like a split changeup, but they don't want to call it that because they showed it. He had it like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not usually how you throw a changeup.
It's true.
But you know, that's what like Kershaw and Skubal have talked like about each other.
Yeah.
But not to each other. And you know, Skubal like wants I think it's Kershaw's fastball, and Kershaw wants to learn Skubal's changeup. You know, so every pitcher throws pitches, even though it's like under the same name.
Yeah.
It's different, right? It's kind of like Nike, Adidas, whatever, right? Like,
yeah,
all the shoes, they look similar, but they're different brands, right? Like, that's what it is. You know, you got Kershaw's changeup, Skubal's changeup, you know, Verlander's, you know, they all throw the same pitch, just different variations of it.
Yep.
And that's what makes them good, right? Like, you know, what does yours do? You know, because, you know, right now they're all in the spin rate and shit.
Yeah, they are. That's for sure. That's the biggest thing.
Well, Casey Mize is done.
Yeah, I already saw that. Herter's coming in.
5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. I'll take that. First game up to
Well, it's actually he only gave up 1 earned run. The other one was an error. So it's he only has one run only counts against him. So that's good.
Herter's been pretty good too, man.
Don't jinx it, please. I'm very unhappy with Tyler Holton right now. So I don't want any more other middle relief pitchers to like do bad. So I don't need any jinxing of this.
Holmes had a couple. His last couple outings are getting a little better.
Yeah, well, I want consistency, you know, but I get it.
You got to start somewhere, Chris.
Yeah, I know you do. Just gives me those eye twitches because that's the thing. Because like if our offense goes dry, our pitching is our strength. It's kind of like you were talking about before with pitchers and batters. Like, what do you do when your main focus is having issues?
Nice. I'm sorry. That was just nice. He was down in the count. He come back and struck his ass out.
Yeah.
Nice pitch. I'm sorry. I know you're.
And last but not least, Mr. Dylan Dingler, even though he's not batting tonight, he's on a 7-game hit streak. And I'm not talking like it's 1 hit at a time. He's had a couple of multi-hit games. He even had a 3-hit game as well. He's done really well over the month. In fact, I think he's the hottest Tiger over the month of May. I think he's one of the best Tigers during that time frame.
And you know what's crazy about him? Hold on, let me pull up something real quick.
He came over in the trade, right? He came over in the trade.
No, we drafted him same year as Skubal, or not Skubal, Torque.
Oh, I thought he came over in the trade, or that was Sweeney and
Lorenzo.
What?
Lorenzo.
Oh,
the catcher.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
So Dingler is weird, right? Like, so dude don't walk much. He's only walked twice, struck out 39. But I mean, he's hitting 298, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. Like,
I mean, he's batting in the month of May. He's batting .333, like with an .825 OPS, and he's getting on base at about a 38% clip. That's pretty good for the month of May.
Yeah, and you know, I'm. So funny thing is, like Bandit and all them always get on me, and Day, oh, you just don't want him because he's Ohio State. Well, Dylan Dingler went to Ohio State, and
Baseball's not the same thing as football, though. We all know that.
but I mean, I'm okay with the Tyleek Williams draft.
Oh, base hit. That sucks.
But I've been kind of interested in this dude. Seen him in Double-A, even though the game I went, I seen him in the dugout, but he was injured. But I've been kind of watching him because catcher's been not a strength for us. So
not.
I was watching. I've been keeping a close eye on this guy, and I ain't gonna lie. Last year, what I seen, I was like, ugh.
I know you didn't like him. I remember that.
I was like,
man,
in
fact, I believe that you had even mentioned a couple of times that he may not stay up for very long. But
yes, I did.
He wasn't looking good at all.
So, and remember, I was looking at other catcher options, right? Like,
yep, I remember that. Yep.
Hey, he's showing this year. Like,
yep,
he's here to stay. I mean, last night he was hitting fourth. Like that guy went from the bottom of the lineup to the middle of the lineup.
Yep, he's looking good. I mean, you want to see what you got because you still got Jake Rogers in there. So at the end of the day, right now you're looking at Jake Rogers and Dylan Dingler as your catchers. But don't we have somebody in the minors too that's doing well?
Alonzo?
Yeah, that's the one. I thought so. The one where just
I didn't know how Double-A.
I wonder how good he's doing down there right now.
But even
Thayron, I think it's Thayron.
I'll look it up. Even Nido, right? Like he's younger, but
Lorraine,
he's down there, and he's in a AAA. Like so, very easily you're replaceable.
Yeah.
So Lorenzo's got 4 doubles, 4 homers, 13 RBIs.
Yep.
21 walks, 39 strikeouts. Only hitting 200, but he's got a 345 on base percentage.
Yeah, his OPS is only 713, but he's in Double-A Erie though, so he's still got a long way to go in terms of because he's still got to make it back. He got to make it up to Triple-A. He ain't even made it there yet. So
and he's playing. He's only played in 27 games.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. He's progressing a little slower than the other guys are. I mean, how old is he? He's only 21, so that's not too bad. He's got time. He got plenty of time. So I mean, that might be your 2. Well, when will he be 22?
July 5th.
Yeah, so he'll be 22 basically. So yeah, he's still got time. I mean, that's probably going to be your 1-2 catchers right there. Him and and Dylan Dingler. There's your 2 catchers right there.
Well, you got that other guy and was it Western Michigan? 2.
I have to look because I don't remember names. Like I'm terrible. No. I'm already bad. I mean, I'm bad at names as it is. Like to remember our Tigers guys. Okay, so well, you got Jose Procino. He's a
That's
first
who I was talking about.
Yeah, he's an A+ ball though. It's like one step up above rookie. He's not even slated to come to the pros until 2027. He's 20 years old. So he's
252 with 7 homers and 25 runs.
He's a big dude though. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. He's a big dude.
Hey, him, McDougal, and damn Clark down there.
I know, huh? McGonigal though, he's only 5'10", but he's my guy, man. McGonigal is my guy. Bryce Rayner, pretty good guy too. He's 6'3", 195. I like these big dudes, like big dudes. I like it. Guy's got power, probably. Unfortunately, Max Clark Kevin McGonigal, Bryce Rayner, and Jose Brasino all have something in common. They're all left-handed bats. So once again,
Yeah, but LeBron's supposed to switch. Yeah, but we need some right-handed power somewhere. You can't have all lefties.
I know. And Hayo Lee, I don't know. He's in AAA. He should be coming up this year a couple of times because he's slated for this year. So, but he's small though. He's like he your height. He's only 5'9", 190. So I don't know how much power he has.
Hey, so is Jose Altuve.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of power either. He's just got time. He's got good time, like timely hitting is what he has.
My bad. I had to disappear. I had to grab my pizza out the oven. Shout out to my boy Jason who's watching. He put me on this the Red Baron
Red Baron
pizza.
Oh yeah, that stuff's good. That stuff's awesome. Red Baron. Yeah.
It looks good.
Oh, it's pretty good. I used to eat a long time ago.
I'm doing pizza and beer tonight.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad night to have it on. It's a Saturday. I'm probably going to go get me something to drink later because it is a Saturday.
Oh, hustle, 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 hustle.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to talk about. We can talk about the game as it's being played.
Yeah, McKinstry was out. Yeah, man. So that's about a why does our offense seem like first or second inning we get some runs, and then it's like we go blank in the middle, and then in the end.
and then 7th, 8th, and 9th inning we start hitting again. It's like, all right, guys, we've gotten our rest. Time to hit again.
Ain't it weird?
Yeah, it's so weird like that. I mean, the consistent thing is that we generally do have a good late inning rush. Of course, you have to say something as freaking Veerling's up.
Oh, nothing happened.
I know nothing. I'm sure nothing happened. Like nothing truly did happen. It
was a false. Yeah, but that is like weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Wow, that guy's young. Woo! Right-handed pitcher. No, I'm looking at our top 30 draft picks for the Tigers, and I'm like I'm looking at when they're projected to come to the pros. This one guy's Chris Rodriguez, outfield. He is like slate. He probably was just drafted this past year, but
no, he wasn't drafted. That was a international free agent.
That's right. But he's not. He's 17 years old. He's not slated to come to the Tigers until 2030.
So let's talk about something that's been on Twitter here.
Yeah, Jose Dickinson. That's that other
the
guy.
Paul Skeens trade.
Yeah, they already. I mean, we can talk about it, but the Pirates have already shut that down. But let's talk about it anyways. What the hell,
So for me, I'm going to say no. The reason why I say no is you're going to have to come up off your top prospects.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think Skeens is that last puzzle piece. Like, I get people say, oh, he's got control for 5 years. Correct. Yeah. But we're not one pitcher or one player away. Like, I still think we need another right-handed bat. We could use a closer.
Yeah.
To give up all that prospect just for another starting pitcher. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at, Chris.
So would I take? So the trade that they offered, there was a couple of different ones. Most of them included Max Clark in the deal, and who was the other dude? Most of them did. It was Max Clark and
I think Rayner.
Those were the two main. There was a few others that switched out a couple of different other players. They even took a player from our roster currently, but I don't mind. I wouldn't mind trading for that because that is a deal. Because then you have a 1A, 1-2, like freaking literally. And if you wanted to go, if the situation happens where the Tigers did not want to pay Skubal, then you're still your 1A pitcher.
Right.
I'm not a fan of giving up like prospects that are going to work their way into our area. And I will say that you're right. We're not a pitcher away. In fact, we probably have a playoff, like deep playoff run pitching staff right now. So I'm not even worried about our pitching staff. I'd rather trade for, you're right, a prominent closer, one that I know when I give it to them in the ninth, the other team has no chance. It's a done deal. I don't know if there's that guys in the league though. That's the problem. I would like to get a difference maker at the bat, like a guy that is a true home run threat. I mean, I'd probably trade for what's his name? Pete. What's his name? Pete
Alonso.
Yes, I'd actually trade for him. He's actually batting for a better average than he has in the past. He's usually batting like 220, 230 and hitting like 45 home runs. This year he's actually at like 250 or 255, so actually batting better. And he's still hitting for home runs. In fact, I think he leads the league. Like he leads the entire baseball in home runs.
Like I would rather have Kyle Tucker.
Let me look him up. Just because I just want to see. Somebody won.
He's not as young. He is a free agent. He is left-handed, but it's or shit. How about Pete Crow Armstrong?
Well, I thought that was the other one, but I think he's under contract though, to be honest.
Hey, does Atlanta want to come off Acuna?
Yeah, in our dreams.
Hey, man, shout out to him. He hit a home run last night. He hit one tonight. And, man, that dude's got a fucking cannon in right field, don't he?
Yeah, he can play some defense.
Your favorite pitcher coming in, Chris?
Oh, is it? Is it him? I love it. Love it.
Hey, you guys, I'm not sure if if Canley's really Chris's favorite pit, but I do know it amazes Chris that this dude just gets away with fucking changeups all game.
I have never seen a guy that has only truly one pitch. And you know what's funny is his fastball is even faster because he doesn't throw it next to ever. And when he does, it's like what the hell was that?
It is crazy though, right? So when he does throw it, it's like 94. So it's not like it's 90. So he's got some zip on it.
Yeah. Well, the fact that he throws the changeup so many damn times, and when he does throw that the 93, 94, it looks like it's 95, 96 because nobody's used to him throwing it.
Chris, I'm with you. The guy, I've never seen nobody who literally throws one pitch, a changeup, and is so successful.
Yeah, he does very well with it. That's for sure.
I have never seen it. And the thing is, he's not young.
No, he's not. He is not young at all.
No, it's not like this guy's never been, seen before. He's been in the league for 11 years. It's not a secret that he throws the changeup 80 to 90%
of the time. Like, it's no secret whatsoever. Like, so.
No.
So I don't know. I mean, that just goes to show he's been in the league long enough where he knows it has to be ball placement. He's got to get it in the right spot.
So his career, right? 409 games. Wait, no, I don't like this one. Here we go. Let me get in this one. All right. So, yeah, it's 409 games. He's 10-14, a 3.36 ERA. That's very respectful. He's got 14 saves. 6 of them have become this year, which is his career high. 393 in the third innings. He's only given up 296 hits. 179 walks, 472 strikeouts. So obviously he's successful, and one pitch and we're out the inning.
Exactly. Freaking ridiculous. Exactly.
Thank you for your service, buddy.
Yeah, that's it. He comes in, pitches one freaking changeup, he's out.
So I just wanted to go over it. So he's been in it for a long time, but he's very successful. So that must have a lot of movement on it, I guess, or something.
Yeah, I mean it's ball, like you said. It's what was it you said earlier? It's freaking the rotation on the ball, spin rate, and location. If you just got to keep putting the ball when you're doing a changeup. You got to throw it to different locations. You just got to move the batter's eyes. He's not always going to see it go in the same location.
It's not like you're looking at the game plan and you got to prepare for 4 pitches.
Yeah, I know. They come in and go, "Don't worry, this guy only throws a changeup." But it doesn't matter. He probably throws the changeup at like 7 different speeds. And then it's going to go in like 5 or 6 different locations. So like, I get it.
That's like you joke around, right? You're like, he's got a changeup, and then he'll throw a changeup, and then a change.
And then once.
Oh, and guess what?
And then
remember that one game? It was like he threw 10 changeups before he threw a fastball, then 10 more changeups.
Yeah, he's that's just the way he is, man. He throws. That's all he throws. But it works. He's been doing.
Hey, I think we signed him for $4 million too for one pitch.
I know. That's crazy. 35 years old.
So your changeup is worth $4 million. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like all these other guys in life. all these guys working on 4 and 5 pitches. Not him. He's just like shrugs his shoulders, just says, "I just got 1 pitch. That's all I need to work on. 1 pitch."
And guess what? I bought this house off a fucking changeup. Fuck you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Was he drafted? I wonder if he was drafted. Was he drafted by the New York Yankees in the 5th round of the 2010 amateur draft? Wow. 5th round, not bad.
Out of Lynn University.
Out of what?
Lynn, Lynn.
Oh, yeah. Lynn University. Wow. Boca Raton, Florida.
But he came in the big leagues in Colorado.
Yeah, he did.
He did play with the Yankees 2 different times.
Yeah, he did. So he was drafted in 2010, but he didn't play for 4 years. See, some players just take a while. Took 4 years for him to get to the bigs. I mean, it just happens. Sometimes it does.
Man, I swear, Sweeney does hustle, brother. Man, he just got out, Chris. Look at it, though.
I'm getting ready. He's about ready to bat, so. He gets out of the box quickly. Woo! That was close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's extended games because of his hustle, man.
Yeah, he So he doesn't have a long stride. It's just really his legs just turn over really quick. He gets down the line quick.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at it.
Wow, they showed the replay on that.
Yeah, that's a bang bang, brother. Like that is really close.
Man.
Like you don't. So
they're showing.
That's what I want to talk about. Because I wanted to talk about this, but we didn't. So let's talk about it. The Tigers' stolen bases were like at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you normally would say, okay, you would go on stolen bases for team speed, right?
Yep.
But with us, like that's an example. Our first to third, I think we're top 5, maybe number 1. Like, what was it versus Boston? They got very good corner out. All 3 outfielders have great arms. Rafaela, Abreu, and Duran. Like, I think Rafaela might have got us a time or 2. But man, we were getting them left and right. Like, even Dylan Dingler, right? Like, he don't got great speed, but he's got good speed, and it's timing. And like, what you think about that, Chris? Like, our speed is not necessarily great, but we make the most of it, right? What do you think?
We use time. We use a lot of phrases for like baseball, like timely hitting or timely pitching, or like you're doing it at the right time. That's what the Tigers use their speed for. That's why the first to third is a big deal, because we use it when we need it. We don't have just like, we don't have the elite speed like a lot of these teams do to get off the break in first to second on a stolen base. We don't have that. What we do have though is like normally what would be just a single, we stretch that person on first, we stretch that into a third all the time. And so I think just timely running is what we have. Timely running.
That, and like, I've said it, like, make them make the play.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to lose some. You are. But, man, sometimes you just got to take the chances, man. You're not going to win. Chances make champions.
Yep.
And, like, that Boston series was real impressive because them outfielders do have good arms.
Yep.
And
like you always say, scared money don't make no money. So, like, you've got to take chances.
Exactly.
You've got to take chances.
It's timing. It's knowing how to do. Like, Day, if you're watching, you're my boy. I love you. But looking at that Atlanta game last night, Eli White, what the fuck was he doing?
Oh, I know. What an idiot. Like, I mean,
Tigers don't make that mistake.
Yeah, that was bad. He thought it was a catch, and it wasn't.
Hey, even the third base coach was like, "What are you doing?"
He was like almost to third base. He turned around and went back, and I was like, "What the hell? Like, what would you do that for?"
Hey, the third base coach is like, "What are you doing?"
And then when he was out, and then he saw the replay. I think he was walking off. He's like, "Ah, man, like I blew that one."
But that wasn't even close either.
I know. Well, what he probably didn't do is he probably didn't look back at the baseball. So like when normally when a ball's hit, you take off and then you have to turn around and look back. And when he turned around and looked back, he was probably 3/4 of the way to third base, and that guy was already throwing the ball back into the infield. So he thought he caught it, and he went back instead of looking prior to. So,
but if he was paying attention to his third base coach, the third base coach held him up, like, stop. Otherwise, he'd be like this: go back, go back, go back.
Yeah. So those are the little errors that get you sent back down to the minors. Those little errors.
You remember that? And it was actually Baez, right? Like, one thing you can never say about Baez, that dude is his baseball IQ is pretty high. Remember that one he played for I think it was the Cubs, and it was versus the Pirates, and Alan Craig, he had that bend. Baez fucking, you remember it was like right there, like between first and home plate, and Baez was like playing pickle, and they got a run off of it, and Baez was safe, and all Craig had to do was just go to first base.
Yep.
And you've never heard of that kid again.
It happens that way, though, man. You can't make fucking errors, man. I mean,
no, not mental errors like that.
Yeah, unless the manager loves you, man. Good luck.
Yeah, because I mean that costs ball games, and also if you're gonna have errors like that, like you have to do something that's so prominent, right? That a manager can overlook that a front office can overlook that. Like, okay, like he a knucklehead, but dude, is a power threat. Or dude is, defense, or you know what I'm saying? Something. We talk about it all the time. If you're gonna, struggle in one area, you have to be really high in another area. That's how Ray Ordonez made a career, right? He wasn't great at offense, but his defense was so good. He got quite a run in the major leagues.
Yeah. So I'm looking through, and I just found another big dude on our pitching staff. He's a right-handed pitcher. He probably never going to make it to the bigs. He's already 25 years old. He's still in AA. He's not in AAA. Like, I think he probably won't make it. But I would like to see him up just to see him. The dude is 6'8", 300 pounds. His name's RJ Pettit. I want to see him just one time.
Look at Chase Lee.
Chase Lee. Well, I don't have him on here because he's not in our top 30. So because he's with the ball club right now. So I don't know what it is.
But he just he's 26. He just made his career this year.
Yeah. No, I got you.
And he's done really well. Like, and he's that sidearm, or that sidearm. Fucking Ramirez again. Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, he's only 6 foot. I mean, he's not that big. If you were comparing players, I was just comparing because the dude's 6'8". I want to see the dude because he's so big.
Right, but I'm said because you said 25. Like, yeah, there's guys that come up late.
They do. But once again, like, I mean, I want to see them I always like to see them give them a chance. And I think they do. Like when they're starting to get a little long in the tooth in the minors, I think a lot of clubs bring their players up, give them a couple of innings, let them play a little bit just to see what they have. And if they just are terrible, like Gunther, they send him back down, They give him a chance to see what they have, and then that's it.
I want to see Navigado.
I know you do because I know you really do.
He's a good kid, man.
Navigado used to be in our top 30 prospects, but he's dropped completely out of the top 30. I wish he wouldn't have.
He's not on our 40-man roster, I don't think.
Huh?
He's not even on our 40-man roster.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, so I'm just looking at the prospects, and he's still a prospect. He's never even played in the major. So I would hope he would at least be in the top 30 because then you'll have a chance. But he's not even there anymore. He used to be. So the top 30 are just the top 30 prospects. It has nothing to do with whether they're on the 40-man roster or not. Because Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal are our 2 top prospects right now. My guy, can't wait till he comes to the bigs.
Who?
Kevin McGonigal. I've been tracking him for 2 years. But he's not slated to even come until 2 years from now, he's still an A-ball with Max Clark. So our top 4 prospects are all an A-ball. So it'll be a while before we see those guys.
And Rayner's in this is his first major league season.
Yep. And he's an A-ball too. Although Racino, McGonigal, and Clark are an A-plus ball, whereas Rayner's just an A-ball. So he's one level behind him, but it's like 1A and 1B. Like he's just a hair behind him, but it's okay though. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up so we can because we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. So
yeah, I'm ready to go eat.
So I would like to thank everybody that has watched us tonight. And once again, like and subscribe. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to give away a Detroit jersey of one of the 4 sports teams. I do thank you very much for watching us tonight, and depending on whether or not Richard is on here or Bandit or whatnot or Mike next week, I will not be able to. I am moving, so the next time you see me, I'll be at a new house. So who knows? But thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And we are.